Welcome to the Red Pill for Women. Escape the alternative health matrix. I'm Josie, and before we get started today, I want you to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and most importantly, share this video with any of your loved ones who have lichen sclerosus. They need to know that you can resolve it. There is a way out, and that's really what this video is going to be all about. And please sign up for my free master course. The link is in the description below. In this master course, you're going to learn the true information that no one's telling you about why you really have lichen sclerosus, why everything you've been doing hasn't worked to resolve it. And most importantly, I'll be teaching you the simple solution and the way out to permanently heal. And it's exactly what I've done. And I teach all my students, and it's the reason I don't have any of my autoimmune diseases anymore. And so today we're going to be talking about lichen sclerosus natural remedy. And the one natural remedy that you can do is what I've done too that will actually resolve your lichen sclerosus. And I'm here today because I used to have autoimmune diseases too. Lichen sclerosus is a rare autoimmune disease, and I know what it's like to have a rare autoimmune disease. And it was really scary for me because not only did my doctors tell me there's nothing I can do about this autoimmune disease, but being rare, I remember, made me feel even more hopeless and even more out of options. And I want you to know you don't have to manage your autoimmune anymore. There is a way to resolve it. But what I had to do is I had to look at the one thing that I hadn't looked at. So I'm going to be teaching you today that we are actually our solution out of autoimmune. And I'll be teaching you how to permanently resolve lichen sclerosus and the truth bomb that no one's talking about with autoimmune in this video. But let's also explore what is an autoimmune disease. And an autoimmune disease is a condition in which your body's immune system becomes dysregulated. So it's not working properly. It becomes overactive and it actually starts attacking those very tissues and organs in your body that it was designed to protect. So in the case of lichen sclerosus, your overactive immune system is attacking your skin, and that's what's causing those thin white patches. Now, here's the thing. It's actually a good thing that lichen sclerosus is an autoimmune disease. You can get your immune system back to normal. And I'll be talking about how to get your immune system back to normal and resolve lichen sclerosus in just a moment. In the medical community, lichen sclerosus is considered a chronic, which means lifelong condition, and it's also seen as a rare autoimmune disease. They say that fewer than 200,000 people in the US have LS, and I am going to be challenging this too. And I'm going to be sharing why I think lichen sclerosus is much more common than the medical community thinks. But I also want to explore what are the alternative remedies? What is alternative medicine suggesting for lichen sclerosus? One thing they suggest is apple cider vinegar. They say dilute it in water, apply it topically to those white patches to help reduce inflammation. Also, neem oil, that mix it with green tea and also apply that topically to those white patches. Herbs like chickweed and calendula to reduce itching, pain, inflammation, and also gotu kola to help improve healing of lesions and to reduce scarring. And the final thing I read that they recommend is dietary changes. So things like avoiding high oxalate foods such as spinach, leafy greens, tea, coffee, nuts and seeds, avoiding sugar, dairy, gluten, and high histamine foods such as red wine, avocados, citrus, and vinegar. It's a lot, right? But listen, here's the problem. Alternative medicine is a matrix. And you might be asking, what's a matrix? Well, a matrix is an interwoven ideology that is believed to be reality, which is not based in truth. And I said, alternative medicine is a matrix. It's a belief system about health and healing that they want you to believe that those remedies that I just shared with you will actually resolve your lichen sclerosus. But it's not based in truth, in reality. Because here's the truth. Alternative medicine does not work. And alternative medicine will never work. So there is nothing that you can do in the alternative medicine realm that will ever permanently resolve your lichen sclerosus. Instead, it's a matrix that you get trapped in with never ending, trying all different kinds of variations of supplements and medicines and Eastern medicines and combinations of things for your lifetime, trying to work on the symptoms of those white patches, never resolving it. But they say you can. That's the matrix. I wish someone would have told me that sooner because I was deeply trapped in the alternative health matrix, thinking it would work. I did not know that it cannot and will never work. And that's really important for you to know. And so let's talk about the problem of treating the white patches, right? Even Western medicine is talking about the white patches. The white patches aren't the problem. Remember, this is an autoimmune disease. The problem is your overactive immune system. There is no alternative medicine treatment that will ever get the immune system back to normal. The problem, which I'll be sharing about in just a moment, is actually our emotional state. So, what you're doing when you're treating the patches, even with alternative medicine, that's called symptom management. And you will be trapped in the cycle of symptom management for the rest of your life until you escape that matrix. And I talk about the pitfalls and the truth about symptom management in my free master course. Again, the link is in the description below. Please make sure you watch that. And so let's talk about what no one's talking about here. Our emotional state, ladies. Okay, where is lichen sclerosus really coming from? And where is autoimmune disease really coming from? It's coming from us. It's coming from our emotional state. No one slows down and sits across from us and asks us, how are we really feeling on the inside as a person with an autoimmune disease like lichen sclerosus? Here's what I know from my own experience. We are all emotional wrecks. We are emotional messes. We have very painful and tumultuous emotional states on the inside of us. Regardless of how we try to present on the outside, we are all the same, having an autoimmune disease on the inside. It's our emotional state that has caused our immune system to become overactive and attack us. Think about this. Our immune system is just mimicking our emotional state. That's why we haven't gotten better from autoimmune disease. There is nothing that alternative medicine is telling us to do and Western medicine that will ever touch our unhealthy emotional state. And the only way to heal from lichen sclerosus or other autoimmune is to directly address our unhealthy emotional state. And we're going to take it one more step further. I'm going to tie into lichen sclerosus, pull in the sex piece, and also that post-menopausal women as being the ones who get lichen sclerosus most. This is like the real story here, okay? Before I share that, I need to share the truth bomb. We are women who have created our autoimmune diseases on purpose. We've created them so we can hide away from life and get attention and sympathy from people. And the thing we know about an autoimmune disease is that having it, no one will question us. No one will question us, and no one would even think to know that we are doing it purposely to ourselves. The only reason I know this is because I did it too. And we have to get honest about that. We want it and are actively creating it to hide from life. And the thing about lichen sclerosus, let's get real here. It's not a coincidence that lichen sclerosus happens in the vaginal area and causes us to have painful or not even be able to have sex. As women, we don't want to have sex with our partners, right? We use sex to get them in. And then once we got our partners and likely had kids, right? That purpose and that need for sex is no longer. What a better way to string our partners along for the rest of our lives and to take care of us than to create an autoimmune disease like lichen sclerosus so that we can't have sex with them and we have an excuse that our partners will never question. So, duh, no wonder we have lichen sclerosus. We as women don't want to have sex with our partners. And the reason that post-menopausal women have lichen sclerosus is because that ability to have the child has closed. Again, the need for sex is non-existent for us, so we don't want to have sex. That's why, in particular, postmenopausal women, we have created lichen sclerosus. Again, we have to talk about this. It's so obvious, and we all know it. And so here's the thing. We have a choice. We have a choice. And we're going to tie it back into the matrix now. We can either continue to take the blue pill, which was what I was taking for so many years when I had my autoimmune, which is to pretend like I don't know why I have my lichen sclerosus, all the while be creating it intentionally, stringing along my loved ones in this whole facade that I'm doing and using alternative medicine methods because I know and we know that they don't work, and going around in circles and making our lichen sclerosus our identity. And we live the rest of our life like that and continue to be in emotional chaos. That's the blue pill with where we are now. Or you can take the red pill. You can take the red pill. And the red pill is to wake up and realize that we've been trapped in an alternative health matrix, that we have intentionally created our lichen sclerosus to, again, hide from life, not have sex, get attention and sympathy, and to make it our life's purpose. And we realize with the red pill, hey, I'm doing this to myself and I don't want to do this anymore. And with that waking up, you exit the matrix. And with that, you can finally heal. Take the red pill and you can finally heal. And so that leads me to the solution to permanently heal lichen sclerosus. Again, take the red pill and then work on your emotional state. The reason you have lichen sclerosus, your immune system is overactive, is because of your unhealthy emotional state. This is true for all of us. This is my experience. We all have an unhealthy emotional state. Resolve our unhealthy emotional state, our immune system naturally resolves too, stops attacking our skin. Lichen sclerosus naturally resolves and heals. That's the natural remedy. Working and resolving our unhealthy emotional state. And it is emotional freedom and physical freedom in the healing of lichen sclerosus. And if you want to know how to do this, you're saying, how do I heal my emotional state? Don't worry. It's exactly what I have done. It's why I don't have any of my autoimmune diseases anymore. It's what I teach all of my students and how they permanently resolve all of their autoimmune too. It is actually a very simple step-by-step process, but just one that people like you or I had never been taught up until now. So reach out to me. Let's schedule a call together. And I'm happy to embark on this journey of true healing by looking at the one thing that no one out there is looking at, which is us and our emotional state. All right. Thanks so much for watching and take care.